What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and we've got a new Rhea Ripley in game. She is, we're going to talk about it. She's got some cool stuff going on for her. So, this is the Mommy's on Top Now weekend, because Mommy's always on top. And you can compete against the brand new Rhea Ripley as the faction boss this weekend. I did think it would be super cool if we were fighting Dirty Dom and, having the girls beat him up, but not the way it's going to go. But here's the thing. It says you might be able to earn enough of her shards to unlock her. We'll see as we get into the blog. But you can also get her new powerful gear on the prize wall alongside moment shards and 150% gem damage strap. So quick story on this. I'm sure they would have done it anyway, but when she wore that mask at the Elimination Chamber, I think it was last year now when she did that, we messaged, like Rusty and I were messaging the people we know at Scope, like, oh, it'd be so cool if that made it into the game somehow. And now, it has with a new Rhea Ripley. Please note, screenshots are taken from a test environment. Text numbers, items, dates, subject to change. Some parts of the contest might still be a work in progress, so check in game for the latest numbers and items once the contest is started. Schedule. All right, so Friday at noon Pacific time, the Mommy's on Top solo contest begins. The faction boss is Saturday, and, well, maybe not, because it does say faction boss starts at 4-2 and ends 4-7, but typically it's Saturday, and that's when the competition itself begins. Reward highlights, so we do see this is a Showboat S plus tier 5,000 shard unlock Rhea Ripley. Did you catch all that? Modern era, of course, and 5,000 shards. It said unlock her this weekend, so if you assume that you're not doing any pulls, which you kind of have to get the premium milestones over there, you're going to get about 2,500 shards, a little bit right under half or right at half in the regular shard part, but that does include milestones, tours, and the shop. Then you can also get another 1,200 shards, so you're still not quite there, plus another almost 350, not quite 350, 330 when you do rerolls on the Facebook shop. Faction Boss shop. And 250 in offers. So right there, that's spend. That's spend right there. And then also another 980 in web shop events. So if you spend, you can hit a point where you get a guaranteed unlock of her, but keep in mind she is a spend character. She's an S plus tier, and should not be considered like, oh yeah, I'm just going to get her in shard unlock right away. You also have the ability to pull her new Mommy's on Top gear and get it on the prize wall, and it's 4 MP, I think, as we scroll down. Also, if you don't have Dirty Dom at this point, then you have a couple more shard chances to get him. On the main prize wall, you've got options for the new Survivor Series. Oh, that's what it was. Survivor Series 2024 gear and the Austin versus Rock moment, as well as Dominic Mysterio betrays Rhea Ripley, R-Truth enters the Royal Rumble, Hall of Fame 2017, the Beer Bath, and the Wyatt 6. For me, the Wyatt 6 versus American Made moment is the one to go for. Keep in mind, the Stone Cold versus The Rock is one that requires multiple moment tokens to unlock, and so don't expect that if you get one, you've got it, unlike usual. Shards, you can get Radical Seth, Goldberg Hall of Fame, Gunther King General, JD McDonough, Awesome Truth, Mae Young, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, that's a big one, and Mercy the Buzzard, plus Ultimate Rhea Ripley straps, Tier 6 Fury 3 medals, as well as Takedown and class-specific token bundles, coins, TP, and Econ, as Goldie would say. Solo contest, recruit Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on Top, and you get an exclusive limited-time tour this weekend. They typically do that. You're used to that if you're one of the lucky ones who gets her from if there is a bag or something like that, or more likely paying in the loot. then you can get some special stuff just for her. 2640 Rhea Ripley shards, 90 Dom shards, and 50,000 minus 300. Mami's on top now, medallions. Top 200 also get more shards of Mami on the prize wall and 6-star gold tokens. So here's the tasks for Contest Superstars. Defeat the faction boss with Rhea Ripley. Mami's on top. So basically you would have to get her and take her to 6-star gold instantly. Defeat the faction boss with on level 14 with the new Liv Morgan. Defeat the faction boss on level 14 with the new Bull Nakano. Faction boss competition. Play faction boss and earn points. Max milestone is 50 million. You get 590 Mami's on top shards. 3 tier 6 metal chests, 4.7 million solo contest points, and 7,500 medallions. Here's the rest of the ways you get points in this. Defeating level 10 on with any Legends Era superstar, which would be Legends Era Rhea for most. Defeat the boss on level 10 with any technician, with any Raw star. Level 18 with any damage control. And then Sunday specifically, beat the boss level 18 with Maxine Dupree. Level 23, so requires 6-star gold with Lyra Valkyria. Sunday specifically, level 23, requires 6-star gold with Asuka. And then defeat the boss on level 15 with Mami's always on top. But that's a faction-based set of requirements, so hopefully somebody from your faction gets whoever, especially Mami. Sunday tasks are going to run 9 a.m. to midnight and keep going. Limited time tours, 18,500 Mami's on top now medallions, but it does require you get Mami. 5.263 Mami's on top now solo contest points. And the way you get those extra bonuses, if you have Mami, is there's an early recruitment tour, 24 hours only. So if you get her Friday before Saturday reset, you get those bonus points. Also Friday, Trust the Top, Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, Rhea Ripley Judgment Day, or Mae Young Unbreakable. Friday, First Rule Challenge Mode. Normal is New Gen, so Bull. Hard is Legends Era, so Acro Rhea. And Hell is Modern, anybody. And any Showboat on Normal Hard, and any Striker. So actually that does kind of rule out the usuals. Any Striker, so maybe Sherry would be the Legends Era. And anyway, and then Hell Mode is any Acrobat, which, yeah, anyway, Acrobat females loaded class. Saturday, the Unstoppable, any Powerhouse, but Bull Nakano is the CSS. Sunday, the Judgment Day with Dom, Damien, JD, or Dominic, Dirty Dom. Sunday, Rhea Ripley, Mami's on top. 5 and 6-star on normal and hard, and Hell, you have to have her at 6-star. But again, if you get her, you pretty much have to take her to 6-star gold this weekend to take advantage of all the bonuses. Faction Boss. Oh, I hope next month has no more steel cage rules, but for now, no skill plates. So, yay. Required Faction Boss coins can be earned in the Faction Boss battles. The higher the difficulty, the more coins you get. And keep in mind, you don't have to go level 1, then level 2, level 3. If you win a level 23, you get all of the ones below it. So technically, although you want to be better to your faction than this, you could just go in and just do level 23 4 times with one of each of the different subclass types, and you'd be done. But, play for your faction, not for yourself. Winning with entire faction members gives 2 times the points. And figure out how to overcome the new Rhea Ripley's hardened green gem shield and move freeze. Boss breakers will not affect the shield, so bring superstars that generate green gems, which would be Maxine and Charlotte above probably any of the others there. They can do a lot of green gems. Plus, reinforce on green gems, which counts them twice. So, big thing with this here is you need every single faction that goes in to face her. If you can't turn one her, which will probably, I think, looking at things, be Asuka, although Again, no skill plates, so that screws things up. But new Asuka is probably going to be the one to use here. But anyway, every single team needs to have somebody who has a level 10, at least level 9 move unfreeze, and then chucks green gems like crazy. That would be the big thing. I'm not going to read through all of the tips because they're detailed. You can see all of them. The biggest thing is steel cage rules. Yay. You know how every single match on WWE TV is steel cage? That makes it so exciting. And then your favorite superstar has to have their shoelaces tied together the entire match. Yeah, but its skill plates have to stay out of the cage. So, like, Nia Jax, for example, isn't actually going to work very well or hit very hard. Asuka, you can't run her the super secret way that makes her amazing and hit for like 300 million every turn by using the Piper Power plate, things like that. But the rest of it you can see in game. Reinforced gems, yellow gem, and blue gem is the way to go. So, again, your Rhea Ripley heavy metal is going to be multi-gem with blue. That's going to be great. Asuka is going to be reinforced and yellow, and she hits them twice because that's what reinforced gems do. So I think she's going to be your best one. Boss difficulty, you can see right there. 23 level is 2.1 billion health. And then again, we're not going to read through all of this, but just know that she is going to freeze your moves. She is going to have a hardened green churn shield, and she's going to spawn immobile gems on the board. So that's going to make life rough for you. You can remove things with the neutralize, the buff that she gets, and hell freezes over. So you do want to make sure you have those two in there. 6-star gold is going to be required at 23, 6 silver for 18 to 22. Useful boss breakers, almost always, hell freezes over comes up. Neutralize for the buff, and then the ones that are always a good idea is helping hand and it's time. I would typically say, the one that reduces the boss's ability to hurt you would be more, exhaust, but it is what it is. Not going to read through all that again. This is a repeat. Please note, though, if a team member disconnects or leaves an ongoing boss battle, the team won't earn all of the points, and you'll have to go in and do it again. So don't disconnect unless you're in agreement with the rest of your team. Last thing here is you can get an extra chance at a 4-star gold Rhea Ripley Mami's on top by going to the forum giveaway. You just click that little button right there. Right there that says official forum and give constructive feedback. Doesn't mean you have to say you like everything. You can tell them what you don't like. You just have to do it in a format where you're not a massive raging jerk about it, and instead say, here's what I didn't like, here's what I did like, and here's the things that I would change to make the things I didn't like into things I do like. That's the basic format. It's kind of a compliment sandwich, so to speak. But just keep in mind, as with anything in life, when you're constructive about things and not just negative, destructive, angry, toxic, all those things, they actually listen, and they really do. Like, if you pay attention to some of the things in the game that has changed lately, a lot of that is from feedback on the forum. And I will just say, I'm not breaking any secrets here or anything like that, but the communication channels that we as official content creators have with Scopely mean less to them than the forum, because when it's us, we're like, hey, we've heard a few people say, and it represents, just the people that we know or communicate with, where the forum is open to the entire community, and so it gives them a much greater base to pull from to see, people do really want this changed or want this to happen. So you have constructive feedback, put it on the forum, and you can also get a chance at getting Rhea Ripley, and technically the odds for you winning the forum giveaway are greater than typically pulling her in debut loot. Not saying that you're not discouraging you from doing loot pulls. I'm going to do some this weekend, but it does work out mathematically, and we have seen people take us up on this advice and then share with us on Discord, hey, you guys were right, and I won! So there you are. So that's it. Pretty basic weekend, other than the fact that we've got a new Rhea Ripley and that gear. And my goodness, that gear was so cool seeing it on TV. And I'm excited that it's in the game. It's really fun. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who needs to know what's going on in this boss battle. And you need to share it with them so that they can, help the faction out. So see you on the next one, friends. Appreciate you watching this to the end. It actually really means a lot. It means a lot to be a part of this community. You guys are awesome. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. I have no idea what that little thing was.